What if a single coin in your pocket held the weight of 200 years of American history and the silent dream of walking on the moon? Look closer. This is not just a dollar. This is the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower Bicentennial Dollar, a coin that carries both the birth of a nation and the moment humanity first stepped beyond Earth. And most people walk right past it without ever knowing the story locked inside its metal. In 1976, America turned 200 years old. The country needed symbols that felt bigger than fireworks and parades. The United States Mint answered with 3 special coins. The dollar received the most dramatic redesign of all. On the front, President Dwight D. Eisenhower stares forward with quiet strength. Designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparro, the portrait feels almost alive. Liberty curves above his head. "In God We Trust" sits near his chin. And below, the dual date that stops every collector cold, 1776 to 1976. 2 centuries, 1 coin. But the real magic lives on the reverse. A young sculpture student named Dennis R. Williams, only 21 years old, won a national design contest. His vision was bold. He placed the Liberty Bell right in front of the moon. The cracked bell that once rang for freedom now floats against the same lunar surface that Apollo 11 astronauts left footprints on just 7 years earlier. United States of America arches above. $1 rests below. A pluribus unum whispers beside the bell. Stars frame the design like quiet witnesses. Williams's initials DRW hide near the bottom of the bell. Most people never notice them. Yet those 3 letters mark the moment a college student helped define how America remembered its past and its future at the same time. The Mint struck these coins in 2 different reverse styles. Type 1 used bold, block lettering. Type 2 softened the letters with serifs, so they matched the front of the coin better. The change happened mid-production. Suddenly, collectors had varieties to chase. Philadelphia and Denver produced massive numbers for circulation. San Francisco created special silver-clad versions and proofs for people who wanted something finer. Over 200 million of these dollars left the presses, yet high-grade examples still command attention. Most circulated coins sit near face value. But condition changes everything. A sharply struck, uncirculated piece with full original luster can bring real premiums. Proof versions, especially the silver ones, glow under light like small mirrors of history. Grading services such as PCGS and NGC turn ordinary coins into certified treasures. Collectors pay for the difference between a worn pocket piece and a coin that still looks like it just left the mint. Why does this coin still move people? Because it holds 2 dreams at once. The first dream is independence, a young nation declaring itself free in 1776. The second is exploration, a nation that reached the moon in 1969 and still carried that pride into its bicentennial celebration. When you hold this dollar, you feel both stories pressing against your palm. Collectors do not just buy metal, they buy emotion. Some remember receiving one of these dollars as a child in 1976. Others see the Liberty Bell and feel the weight of the Declaration of Independence. Still others stare at the moon and remember watching the grainy black and white footage of Neil Armstrong's first step. The coin becomes a time machine. Hidden details reward the patient eye. The texture of the lunar surface, the exact shape of the crack in the Liberty Bell, the way light hits the high points of Eisenhower's profile. These small things separate a common coin from one that feels legendary. Mint marks matter too. No mark means Philadelphia. A small D means Denver. An S points to San Francisco and usually signals a special collector issue. The silver content of the special versions adds another layer of value. Yet even the copper nickel-clad coins can surprise owners when they survive in near-perfect condition. Coin collecting is never only about money. It is about connection. People keep these dollars because they feel part of something larger than themselves. The coin becomes a quiet heirloom, a piece of metal that once traveled through the hands of Americans celebrating 2 centuries of freedom while looking up at the same moon that still hangs over us today. Imagine the moment this coin first left the mint. Fresh from the presses, it shone under fluorescent lights. Workers stacked them into bags. Banks received them. Families found them in change after buying groceries or gasoline. Children held them up to the light and wondered why the date looked different. Adults paused for a second, remembering both 1776 and the moon landings. Then the coin continued its journey through the American economy. Today, that same journey continues in collections, safe deposit boxes, and the occasional drawer someone has not opened in decades. Every so often, a sharp-eyed person spots one and feels the sudden pull of curiosity. Is this one special? What is its story? Could it be worth more than $1? The answer depends on the coin's life. Scratches, wear, and cleaning can steal value. Original surfaces and strong strikes protect it. Professional grading gives collectors confidence. Yet the deepest value is never only financial. It is the feeling that this piece of metal survived to tell a story most people forgot. So look at the coin in front of you, or the one you might find tomorrow. Trace the profile of Eisenhower. Find the Liberty Bell. Notice the moon behind it. Feel the dual date under your fingers. Ask yourself what memories this coin might have carried through 50 years of American life. Does it still hold the excitement of 1976 for you? Or does it awaken something older, the spirit of a nation that once declared itself free and later reached for the stars? If this coin made you pause, even for a moment, leave a comment and tell me, have you ever held one of these bicentennial dollars? Did it bring back a memory, or did you just discover its story right now? Hit subscribe if you want more journeys into the quiet legends hiding in everyday change, because every coin has a pulse, and some of them still beat with the heart of a nation that once looked at the moon and decided it belonged to all of us.